Lincoln Raider football on WLCN 96.3 FM, WLCNonline.com, and on the Mixler app is brought to you by Brow Incorporated, Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Four Corners Lube, Lincoln IGA, Lincoln Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Eaton Corporation, Lincoln College, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital Farmers Market, Chicago Street Rentals, Timbercrest Veterinary Service, Lincoln Printers, ALMH Memorial Sports Care, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Bright Ideas Screen Printing, Mama's Arcade Cafe, Area Disposal, Headline Salon LLC, State Bank of Lincoln, Mike Mosky Auction Service, Family Custom Cleaners Tanning Laundromat and U-Haul, Gary's Drywall Finishing, Painting, and Power Washing, Charter Brothers Mechanical, Beck's Travel Plaza, Lincoln Grand 8 Theater, Culver's of Lincoln, D-Fades Barbershop, The Blue Dog Inn, D&D Sewer Service, P&W Pools, Republican Sheriff Steve Nichols, Nuthatch Hill Championship Barbecue Company, and by Mary Todd's Hallmark Gifts and More.
Jace Dameron kicks it off to Noah Funk. Funk at the 5, hands off to Schweitzer. Schweitzer at the 10, the 15, the 20. Stays on his feet at the 25, down to the 33-yard line. Goes Schweitzer. This is Bob Verderber along with Benjamin Yount, and we're at Mount Zion tonight. Welcome, Lincoln Railsplitter football fans. Sun sinking in the west. We are running left to right. That'll be south to north. And the Railsplitters with a nice reverse there, Ben.
Yeah, a little bit of trickery right out of the gate. This is a game where Mount Zion entered with all of the energy. It's JFL night. Every little kid in town in a cheerleading or football uniform was here. Mount Zion had the energy. That sort of little trickery gets the blood pumping for the Railers here to open the game.
And the Railsplitters are 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Their own 32. Out of the gun, it'll be Posgay. Posgay has man in the backfield with him.
It's going to be Tyler Vance in the backfield most likely. He's been doing most of the running.
And that's the way they started. Vance, short gain there, may have got a couple of yards out of it. He had a good start last weekend when we beat Macomb 20-13. That's Tyler Vance on the run for the Railsplitters.
Ran off a number of just bing, bang, boom plays last week. Coach Matt Silkowski told me the key with this team is always going to be controlling that front 5. If Lincoln can control the line of scrimmage, they'll have a good game. If they can't, well, you know what happens then.
Noah Funk here to the near side for the Railers. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Posgay out of the shotgun. He's a junior. And as Ben told you, Tyler Vance in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the left side of the field, 2 here to the near side on the long count. Pull them off sides. Mount Zion off sides, so that's going to be 5 yards. Should be for the Railsplitters unless a Railer flinched.
It looks like it'll be 5 yards. Mark it back against Mount Zion. The Railers are wearing their brand new white on whites tonight, Bob. So I don't blame you. I'm hoping that once the sun goes down, those numbers will glow a little bit for us, make it a little easier to spot which Railers which out there. Right now, they all look sort of the same.
That's right. They're all white except for the green helmets and a little green tip on the tip of their shoes. Posgay out of the gun. He's going to keep it. He's going to look for the first down. He's got it around the left side. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 46-yard line.
They'll go ahead and give that about a 7-yard gain, and just took it. Didn't even give the back the option. Ran it right off the tackle, fell forward, picked up another yard by falling out of bounds and picking up that first down.
Up on the front line for the Railsplitters, at center, it's Cade Schmidt. He's a senior, 6'2", 220. The guards are Dylan Adkins and J.T. Gazzardo. Gazzardo checks in at 6'2", 235. Dylan Adkins at 5'8", 200. The tackles are Isaiah Wynn and Jake Benniger. Out of the gun, 1st and 10 for the Railsplitters. Posgay, he's got Vance back there with him. Noah Funk here on the near side. Snap, they hand it off. That's Vance, bounces off. Now he stays on his feet, and he maintains his momentum to the 50-yard line, and a 4-yard pickup for Tyler Vance.
A long 4, short 5, and Coach Matt Silkowski said Thursday after the final walkthrough, Lincoln is a running team. They have been a running team. They will be a running team. That is the identity. They will run until they're forced to pass, and so far we've seen 3 straight runs. We haven't seen Posgay put the ball in the air, but don't get it wrong, Bobby. Once he does, he's got the arm to air it out.
He certainly does, Ben, and that was a nickel for the Railers, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. Vance with the 5-yard gain. We're in Mount Zion territory at the 49-yard line. Again, it'll be the long count with Posgay in the backfield. This time he's got Vance on his left side. He's got one receiver here to the near side. Again, it's Tyler Vance, and this time he gets ran back.
They'll give him forward progress. They'll give him about a yard going forward, and he was run back. That's going to be Jaden Paulus in the slot, and when we see the tight end, it's going to be Alex Bodanich. Another run, yet to see a pass here from Lincoln. But this is what we expect. One of the best ways to protect that Lincoln defense is to make sure that the Lincoln offense takes as much time as it can. We're already here, 9:20 left to play in the first quarter.
They gave us a yard on that one, Ben, so it'll be 3 and 4, and that may be Schweitzer in the backfield now.
They'll run them in a platoon.
He stacks up to the right side of Posgay. Posgay's got the snap, and now he's going to throw. He's got plenty of time. He's got a man for a first down along the sideline. 1st and 10 for the Railers. We'll have to try and pick up who that was for the Railsplitters.
I'm going to say that looks like Noah Funk, who's usually his favorite target. Jaden Paulus is wearing the long white sleeves tonight. So like I said, with these new ice cream uniforms, it's sometimes difficult, but first pass of the night, second first down of the night, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, Bobby V, we got ourselves a Lincoln drive going on here.
Yes, sir. He threw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball over there to Funk, and he caught it for the first down at the Mount Zion 43-yard line. 8:50 left for the first quarter. Railers on the move. Schweitzer in the backfield with Posgay. Schweitzer's going to get the call up the middle, and he's got a nice little gainer there. He's across the 40, down about to the 37-yard line.
And I'm going to say that's Michael Milligan, who is a defensive end for Mount Zion, who made a shoestring grab. He didn't quite bring Schweitzer all the way down, but he slowed him up enough so that the linebackers got him. If Schweitzer would have been able to get his foot through, we could have been talking about much more than just 5 or 6 yards.
So we got another fever out of that one. 2nd and 5 now, down to the 38-yard line of Mount Zion. Now we got a man in motion. He lines up on the other side of Posgay. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff, and we're caught in the backfield. 16 for, that's Aaron Valdez for Mount Zion. He read that one all the way.
High snap. It just took a little bit off. The downside of run is that Mount Zion can sort of expect the run, and that time they brought the pressure. They were in the backfield not too long after Drayden Posgay was handing that ball off.
So that was a 3-yard loss back to the Mount Zion 41. So now it'll be 2nd and 8. As I said, ball on the 41. 7:37 left for the first quarter. No score yet. You're listening to 96.3 FM. I'm Bob Verderber along with Benjamin Yount. And it's Posgay on the long count out of the shotgun. He wants to throw this time. Got a little time, and it's picked off. Picked off, and Lincoln's not going to be able to catch him along the sideline. That's number 26. He's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. That's Lucas Eagle. Lucas Eagle on the interception. Posgay threw it out there in the flat, and he directly threw it to Lucas Eagle. And unfortunately, the Mount Zion Braves take an early lead here, 6-0, with 7:16 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Bob, it looked like Posgay floated it out. There may have been a little bit of confusion about the route, who was going to turn where, but that's the danger of throwing that ball high and soft out into the flat. That Mount Zion, they got a team full of varsity football players as well. They are athletes, and there was not a single white jersey between the defensive back Eagle and the end zone. As soon as he caught it, he was gone.
Lucas Eagle, number 26, 5'6", 151-pounder. He's a junior. And Lincoln, the Railsplitters were doing so well, Ben, and then it just blew up in their faces there on that interception.
We saw this last week as well, where there was momentum. Get just to the red zone, and you watch this Lincoln team fizzle. This is something that Coach Silkowski has talked about having to get taken care of. Are they going for 2 here?
No, it looks like they didn't call that a touchdown. I don't understand what happened here.
Did he step out of bounds? Is that what they're saying?
He must have stepped out of bounds. I didn't see it. They spotted it at the 28-yard line. Missed that one. Out of the gun. Here comes Mount Zion on the run. That's number 22. Stays on his feet down to the 16-yard line, and that is Sage Davis. He's a 6', 210-pound junior on the first play from scrimmage. So scratch that touchdown. We didn't see that. He must have stepped out of bounds at the 28, that being Lucas Eagle.
The facilities here at Mount Zion are so nice that they are essentially soundproof, Bob, and we didn't hear the whistle. We didn't see them recall that touchdown.
So out of the gun comes Auden Summers. Hands off. Railsplitters try to stop him, and they're having trouble. And again, it's number 22, Sage Davis, on the run for the Mount Zion Eagles.
That was a tackle by committee for the Lincoln Railsplitters. They've switched to a 3-4 defense this year to free up more linebackers. And Thomas Morris and Austin Sparrow are going to lead this team and could be some of the leaders in the Apollo Conference, because they're going to have to do a lot of the work, not just tonight against Mount Zion, but throughout the season.
The 3 men up on that front line, as Ben said, are Jake Benninger, JT Gazzardo, and Shane Schumard. Here's the sophomore, Otten Summers, out of the gun on the long count for Mount Zion, trying to pull us offside. No, they hand off again, and a railer gets into the backfield, is able to take down Davis from behind. I didn't pick that rail splitter
That's
up.
going to be 66. That's going to be Shane Schumard, who came through the line and was able to drag down Davis from behind. I think he may have gotten a yard or so, but it sets up a long 3rd and 3, short 3rd and 4. But this is what this Lincoln defense needs here after getting a touchdown mercifully called back.
As you said, on the big tackle there was Shane Schumard. He is a senior. Wears the number 66. He's 6'1" and 220. 3rd and 3 for the sophomore Summers out of the gun for the Braves. He's got the snap. He throws it out in the flat. There's a railer there. He drops it. If it's a lateral, we've got it. No. They're going to say it was an incomplete pass.
Brandon Schweitzer was the first rail splitter to make contact there. And I don't know that he broke up the play, but I'll say that his footsteps gave the wide receiver there a little bit of anxiety. So, not nearly as bad. 4th down, and it's a long 3 yards from about the 10, and Mount Zion's coming out to kick.
And they're going to attempt a field goal here. This is Jace Dameron. On the hold, it'll be Ashton Summers. And Jace Damerman will attempt the 3-point. Here's the boot, low line shot underneath the uprights. Oh, it cleared the uprights.
They're calling that.
Wow, I thought that was underneath.
I think if we go down the line here, that we're all going to get 6 to 12 different answers. The referees may be trying to make up for that touchdown that they called back here, but they'll call that one a good field goal. So 3-0. Mount Zion better than the 7-0 we thought it was just a couple of minutes ago.
Well, if they had me in the jury box, I would say that was underneath the upright, but the officials made the call here, and it's 3-0 Mount Zion. Boyd will have to run that one back. Did you think it was underneath?
Send it to New York, sure.
Yeah, send it to New York on the replay there. So the Railers now, it'll be Summers and Funk back as we get ready to kick it off. 5:38 left in the first quarter, and Mount Zion leads Lincoln on a controversial field goal kick.
Controversial is probably the better word for it. This is one of the difficulties of watching high school football, is that unless you are there, the spin and the carom and the the English on all of those field goal kicks sometimes makes it a little bit difficult to call. But Lincoln, again, receiving the kick. Don't forget, last time they picked up a kickoff, it was a reverse as they tried a little bit of trickery. I would not bet the farm on that happening again here, Bobby.
Jace Dameron, the man that kicked the suspicious field goal, going to kick it off. Kicks it with the left foot. This time it's going to come up a little bit short. One of the rail splitters have got it at the 17 to the 20, up to the 25 along the sideline to the 30, cross 35. We got better yardage on this return, but we couldn't pick up who it was with the football for Lincoln.
We got a flag coming in behind the ball carrier. That's most likely going to be a block in the back, and we're lucky they didn't get another flag as Austin Sparrow laid out a Mount Zion Brave after the whistle had blown. Austin Sparrow, a hell of a football player, but he likes to hit.
Yeah, we've watched him. We mentioned it in the last broadcast since he was a skinny little sophomore. Now he's a senior at 205.
Milliken, Augustana, I want to say Monmouth, 3 or 4 colleges already inviting him up for visits. So do not be surprised if next year Austin Sparrow is playing football someplace on a Saturday here in the state of Illinois, or even over at Grinnell College, another one that his mom said had been looking at him pretty hard.
Oh, he's got a heart. He's a football player for sure. 5:31 left on the first quarter clock. Mount Zion leads it 3-0 over the Railsplitters. The touchdown got called back, and they supposedly kicked the field goal. I want to thank Mama's Arcade.
I thank Mama's Arcade. Great homemade breakfast and lunch meals served 513 Pulaski Street, as in historic downtown Lincoln. Give them a call, 735 1443. Headline: Salon. Visit Brett, Liz, Jenna, and Danielle. They're over there at 123 South Sangamon, also in historic downtown Lincoln. Their phone number, you want it, 651-8310.
Railsplitters, 1st and 10 at the 26. Posgay's got it, and he wants to throw. Takes his time up the middle. Complete. First down, Railsplitters, down to the 48-yard line.
That's going to be tight end Alex Bodanich with a good catch. Drayden Posgay hit him just a tiny bit on the back shoulder. He hits him front shoulder. They may be able to get a couple of yards, but hey, that's a better pass than the last one that we saw that got intercepted.
Looks like we can do that all night long. We used to do that back when I was a senior in high school in PE class. We had a guy by the name of Jerry Somerville. He not only was a football coach, he was an Army drill instructor, so he learned the Army Daily Dozen and how to play football. Here come the Railsplitters out of the gun, 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Posgay hands it off. I believe that's Tyler Vance, and Vance fights back at least to the line of scrimmage. He may got a half a yard out of it.
Mount Zion is coming in off of the edge. They are coming at this Lincoln Railsplitter defense. Peyton Moreau, who's one of the defensive ends, and Michael Milligan, who's another, are coming in as fast as they can, trying to break up any sort of momentum that Lincoln can get as they try and get a run game established again on this drive.
Railsplitters still at the 48. They have a 2nd and 10, ball at their own 48-yard line. Mount Zion leads at 3-0. 4:30 left for the first quarter. Posgay operating out of the gun. Go ahead, Ben.
It's going to be Funk and Paulus here to the near side, and they've got Bogdanich on as a tight end, and he just releases, and he's a big favorite target.
Posgay's got to get rid of it. He's under a lot of pressure. Now he does this on the sideline. Incomplete, knocked away. Intended receiver was Noah Funk, and the man that knocked it away, I believe, was number 82. It was on the defense. And that is
82, because 18 is going to be the defensive back, Drew London. That was Justin Wynn, who was the intended receiver.
Mason Lutz was the guy that knocked it away.
Had Lutz not gotten his hand on the ball, Wynn had nobody behind him. He simply would have had to catch it and take it and run. But that's Drayden Posgay. He throws an interception. That's a pick six, comes back, makes a heady play, escapes a sack, and then he throws that ball, 20, 25, 30 yards in the air, and if not for a great athletic play by the defender, we're looking at a six-point score for Lincoln.
Posgay had 3 guys chasing him. He was still able to get rid of it. 4:11 left for the first quarter. Posgay again wants to throw. He's got to get rid of it. Now he's got time. Now he straight arms a guy. Now he's going to run it. 45, first down, Posgay.
That is a tough football player run that he was looking to throw downfield. He didn't have it. He tucked, ran, stiff-armed one tackler, made 2 other tacklers miss. And if that's not a first down, they're going to have to measure to see just how close they are. Because if we're sitting here at 3rd down, 4th down.
I don't know.
The clock is still running.
I don't think these officials like us. I think that he threw it
They're
back
calling
to
for a
spot
measurement. They're calling for a measurement here. While they measure to see exactly where we are, got to thank some more of our sponsors. The Blue Dog Inn, also, Bobby, located in historic downtown Lincoln. It's perfect for lunch, dinner, cocktails, Monday through Saturday. They got daily specials with added rooms for special occasions. Stop by 111 South Sangamon Street before or after tonight's Lincoln
First
Radio
down.
win. First down, Lincoln.
Wow.
And that's going to be that is a good nose of the football and not much more. So, yeah, Bob,
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of room to lose.
They had to
that
get
spot.
the electron microscope out to measure. They had all 4 guys down there on their knees looking to see if it was a cross.
If they had one more, somebody'd have to take a mandatory 15-minute break, and there'd be people paying union dues. That's how many people they had staring at that football.
Paula, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back in a minute. Both ball clubs back out on the field. The Railers 1st and 10 after the first down run by Posgay. And out of the gun, it's going to be Posgay again. He's got, no, that's a snap to one of our running backs.
That's probably going to be Noah Funk. That's a direct snap. They like to run that with the 3 receivers to the high side to try and catch Mount Zion thinking pass, thinking bubble screen, and being able to just run forward a little bit. That's Noah Funk actually spent much of the summer while Drayden Posgay was playing baseball. Noah Funk played a lot of quarterback for this team in 7-on-7 in trainings, and he did pretty well. He's got himself a pretty good arm as well, and in some cases may even be a better runner.
Posgay going to run it out of the shotgun. 2nd and 9 at the 42. Here's the snap. He's going to hand it off the right side and picked up maybe 2-3 yards. I think that was Tyler Vance. We'll have to check. It was Tyler Vance. Vance are going to spot the ball across the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The tip will give us the 39-yard line. So we're sitting here at a long 3rd and 7. And this is, Bobby, where the Railsplitters started to sort of fizzle out. Not so much that Mount Zion held them tough, just that I think that the Railers looked a little gassed. This was about the area of the field where Drayden Posgay on the last drive ended up throwing it into the hands of a man in a red jersey.
All right, here we go. I want to say hi to all our fans out there, especially the people out in Middletown around the Possum Hollow area. Posgay on the pass. He's got a completion. And the running back, the guy that caught it, gets across the 25-yard line. After he caught it, Ben, he was able to run with it, get it across, I believe that's the 35-yard line, and that was Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich, yeah. The wonderful yak, yards after catch, where you get to watch and see how good of an athlete he is. He tried to make it. 4th down, and we're going to go with, 3 to go? Lincoln, not a strong kicking team, so the offense is going to line back up. We'll see exactly what we're going to do.
If Posgay sees a hole, he may take it himself. Posgay out of the gun, as Ben told you, 4th and 3 at the Mount Zion 35. Here's the snap. Big play. He drops it, and he dives on it, and that's it for the Railsplitters. What he did there, Ben, was he took off running before he caught it.
The feet were moving before the brain had the ball, and, high snap, try to left-hand it, and that's the unfortunate part is they had the formation shift to run to the near side, to run towards us here up in the booth, and they had the momentum to run downhill, but he just didn't have the ball. And this is the tough part. This is what happened last week, only it was happening against a Macomb team that wasn't of the caliber that Mount Zion is. You can't make those kind of mistakes against the Braves because this is a well-coached, well-executed team.
So now on an interception, a little anxious play by the quarterback. We've turned the ball over again. We've looked good early, but we just can't finish it off. Here's the young sophomore quarterback for Mount Zion, Auten Summers, on the long count. He looks to the sideline again. 8 seconds left to snap the ball. He's in no hurry. He's got the snap, gives to his running back. Right side, the Railers wrapping. Fumble. No, he still stayed on his feet. Man, he stayed on. That was number 22, Sage Davis.
I expect to see his number and hear his name all game long. Coach Silkowski said that they game planned to have Davis in the backfield, and they knew that he was going to be a force to be reckoned with. This is what Mount Zion likes to do. They are not a fancy team. They're going to come out here. They're going to put their 11 hats on your 11 hats, and they're going to try and impose their will, and so far, they are.
Davis, a big kid, 6 foot 210 and a junior. Lincoln wants to blitz, and the quarterback sees it, looks over at the sideline, changes the play. Now he looks down along the line of scrimmage. He's got the snap, wants to throw. He does along the sideline, and it's a completion for a first down. Railer tackles him right away. That could have been Matthew Yount out there on that tackle, or Marty Moss, either one.
Matthew Yount, who, by the way, I happen to know personally, has been playing a little bit of defensive end this week. Austin O'Donohue has been taking over in coverage. Austin did a very good job with coverage against the Macomb Bombers last week. Quick to the outside, so don't be surprised if you see Yount come in and play a little bit of defensive end coming off the edge.
Here's the snap and a handoff to the man in motion. He's got plenty of room at the 40, 35 along the sideline, 30, 25, tripped up, and the tackle for Lincoln saved the touchdown. That was by Noah Funk. And on the run, that was number 24, Jace Booker.
Just a simple pitch reverse, and Booker had all day. He was running through that Lincoln secondary like he was running through the mall, and it just was empty and nobody there. And it took Noah Funk to come almost all the way across the field to make the tackle. And again, another tackle right there just inside the 20 saved a touchdown.
Jace Booker is 6'1", 167, and a junior on that fine run. 1st and 10 at the 17. Summers, nice play by the Railsplitters, got in the backfield. First guy there was Sparrow. He slowed him down. Second man for the Railers tackled him. That was Sage Davis on the run.
That's why Coach Matt Silkowski brought Austin Sparrow up from safety last year to get him closer to the ball so that he was able to get across and make those kinds of plays. Not only does he have the speed, but he has the power once he gets to the backfield to make those tackles.
They're going to get one more play in here. They offsides. It looked like a brave offside. The clock is all goose eggs. That's the end of the first quarter, but it looked like it ended on a penalty, and it did against Mount Zion as they step it off. We'll take a 60-second timeout, and we'll be back.
Because they didn't
Well,
switch,
no, they didn't
switch
switch
sides.
unless they messed up. Well, I guess this is the last play of the first quarter, even though there's no time left on the clock. Here, fumble. Lincoln's got it. Lincoln's got it.
Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. It looked like Benninger or Schumard was the first to fall on it, and it may have squirted out. Referee's got his hand up, pointing it towards. It looks like it's still going to be Mount Zion's. That was one of the weirdest exchanges that I have ever seen, Bobby, that we end the quarter, there was a penalty, they call everybody out, snap, fumble. If I wasn't watching it, I wouldn't believe that it could have happened.
We're in the twilight zone. We're going to take another 30-second timeout. We'll be back. Okay, now we're going to start the second quarter, and we're going to run a few of our favorite sponsors.
Before everybody gets back out, we got to thank the Nuthatch Hill Championship Barbecue Company. They're now accepting your catering events and bulk quantity orders. Their phone number, 737-3468. Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital. Call them 605-5008 and stop by the beautiful all-new facility located there at 200 Stall Hut Drive. Beautiful, Lincoln, Illinois.
Okay, we're lining it up. Mount Zion 1st and 10 at the Lincoln 27-yard line. They hand it off to Sage Davis. He breaks a tackle, runs to the outside. There's a railer there, can't knock him down, and he's finally knocked out of bounds. Sage Davis with a nice pickup. Austin Sparrow comes over and lays one on him and knocks him out of bounds.
If you're going to watch this game, if you're going to watch this back on WLCN.com or you're going to catch it on Channel 5 at a certain point, that's how you tackle in the open field. Arms open, smash in with the arms, wrap and take down. The only downside for the Lincoln Railers is that it happened 8 yards past the line of scrimmage.
And 10 yards from the touchdown. 1st and 10 for Mount Zion. They lead it 3-0 over the Railsplitters. Number 13 is the quarterback. He's a sophomore, Austin Summers, for Mount Zion. He's 6'1", 167. He comes up under center now at the 10-yard line.
We have a flag. That may be an equipment violation. It does not look to be a problem with the clock. They didn't take too long not to delay a game. We're hearing from the guys behind us that it was an illegal substitution. So this is something that they've been calling a lot. I noticed this a couple of times during the Macomb game last week. This may be one of the orders down from the IHSA to be a lot cleaner in the sideline exchanges.
So now it's
4th down.
And about, I would say 15.
4th and 8. This is a confusing one because they were 4th and 5.
Going to attempt the field goal. This is Jace Dameron.
Kicking with whatever wind we have.
Here's the boot. And it is another good one. So
that one was good.
6-0 in favor of Mount Zion. We'll be back after these. Lincoln Railsplitter football back here at Mount Zion High School, and the Railsplitters trail it by 2 field goals, 6-0, and now Chase Dameron's going to kick it away for the Mount Zion Braves. Back for the Railsplitters are Schweitzer and Funk for the Railers. Here's Dameron, and he's going to kick it long, and it's going to come down to Funk at about the 4. He's at the 5. Fakes the reverse to Schweitzer. Now he's up to the 20, 25, 30. Along the sideline, 35,
he's got some
40,
blocking.
45, 50,
he's going.
40,
they're going to put him out of bounds
and they
right
knock
there.
him out of bounds at, I think, about the 31, Ben.
Oh, that was right across the 30. I'll say 29 is where they're going to put him out. But, Bob, he was one block away from taking that all back.
And a flag back here.
Austin Sparrow is slowly walking away from the scene of the crime, so that may be all for naught. But this is an area where if I'm Mount Zion's coach on Monday, on Saturday, I'm calling up all of the special teams and saying, look, you gave this team way too many opportunities because this is one penalty and one block away from being a score. And this is the 3rd time that the Railers have received the kick and the 3rd time that they've had the opportunity for a big play. But, yeah, those sting. Those sting. In a game like this where we're lucky to be down just 2 field goals, those kinds of plays sting.
And it's going to be all the way back at the Lincoln 20-yard line. After all that excitement, we thought we had the big gainer down to the 31. And unfortunately, it's just going to be 1st and 10 for the Railers at the 20. Make it the 21. And they're going to have to march down the field again. Again, they're in the all-whites tonight with the green helmets. A little bit of green on their leggings and the toe of their shoes.
Those are handsome uniforms up close, but from here in the palatial estate that is Mount Zion's press box, it's a little tough to tell which Railer's which.
Posgay out of the gun. He's going to throw up the middle, incomplete. Had it right there, but the receiver just wasn't able to hang on to it.
This is one of these ones where if we were watching this game on Sunday, I could circle on the television exactly where the defensive linebacker had his hand on Schweitzer's outside arm to prevent him from bringing those together and catching it. But hey, that's football. If you're not trying, you're not trying.
So they bring it back to the 21 again. It'll be 2nd and 10. Early second quarter, Mount Zion leads Lincoln 6-0.
And those are 2 field goals. Lincoln shouldn't be happy that they are down, but they should be happy that they are down just 2 field goals because Mount Zion has had more than enough opportunities. They just haven't been able to put it inside the end zone.
Posgay on the handoff, running room. The Lincoln Railer runner is out about to the 24. And I think that's Schweitzer.
It's either going to be Schweitzer or Jaden Paulus. Both of them have the long white sleeves. Both of them will run out of the slot from time to time. But this is something you see if you go Monday through Thursday. You see a lot of Lincoln Railers try to break it to the outside as opposed to put the head down, take the contact, and try and get the extra 2 yards by going straight forward. A team that likes to run out as opposed to run in.
All right, they finally turned up the lights in here so I can see the score sheet. Posgay going to run out of the shotgun. Now it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Railsplitters. Got a lone running back with him. Man goes in motion now. Posgay on the long snap. And now he catches it. And he wants to throw for a 1st down. And it's deflected and it's incomplete. So now it's a 4th down situation for the Railsplitters. He
was looking to throw a strike. I think Noah Funk had come across, or maybe it was Justin Wynn, who had come across just shy of the 1st down marker. And Drayden tried to make a throw that I'm sure if you've watched him play baseball can go from shortstop to first base every time. But defensive end did what they're told. If you can't get through, get your hands up. And he knocked the ball away.
It's going to be Wynn on the long snap for the Railsplitters. Splitters are going to have to punt it away.
This is the first punt that we have seen tonight.
I believe this is Graham back, the punter. He's got it, and he gets it away. Did a good job of getting it away, and it's across the 50-yard line. It's just a matter of where they're going to spot it.
I think that Coach Silkowski is going to go over that tape and explain to him, leave that leg hang out a little bit longer. You got a man come in there, take that hit and get penalty, get your team a 1st down. That was this close to being blocked and even closer to being a penalty.
He gets that all the way out to the Mount Zion 47-yard line, so a good punt there.
As we wait for the Braves to come back out on offense, got to thank State Bank of Lincoln. They've been serving the area for 113 years. They have 4 locations in Lincoln and 2 in Clinton. They are proud to be Lincoln Rail supporters. Chicago Street Rentals, stop by their new, beautiful, huge location, 1909 North Kickapoo. They're right next to Grau. They specialize in the rental of contractors, equipment, tools, yard machinery, almost anything you need. Their number, 735-2422.
Okay. Here we go, 1st and 10 for Mount Zion. Summers out of the gun. He's got it. Hands off. Sage Davis makes his way up to about the midfield stripe, so he picks up about 3 yards before the Railers take him down.
Austin Sparrow made contact at the line of scrimmage, maybe even a step behind the line of scrimmage, but he couldn't get in and wrap those legs. And Sage Davis, a good runner, and showing why he is the focal point of this offense, being able to muscle through that and pick up 2 or 3 more yards.
2nd and 7 for the Braves. Summers out of the gun. White helmets, red jerseys. He's going to keep it himself. Now he pitches outside to Davis. He's at the 45. They try to trip him up and finally knock him down at the 41-yard line. Sparrow was there along with Funk on the tackle.
Matthew Yount came in playing defensive end. They were read option. Yount coming out of the outside linebacker defensive end swallowed up the quarterback, but the quarterback was able to get the pitch off to Davis, and Davis was able to do what we've been saying Davis has been doing all night.
Marty Moss also in on that tackle for the Railsplitters. 1st and 10 for the Braves in Lincoln territory at the 41-yard line. 9:50 left for the half, and the Braves lead the Railsplitters 6-0. Oughton out of the shotgun. Throws along the sidelines. Got his man, and he's finally ran out of bounds there. On the defense there, again, that was Marty Moss.
One of the first passes I think that we have seen tonight from Mount Zion, but when you have a running game that's working that well, there's really no need to deviate from it. 9 minutes, 41 seconds left to play here in the half. I think Mount Zion has all expectation that they will score again, and this time I don't think they're looking to settle for a field goal.
2nd and 3 at the 34. Oughton out of the gun. Hands off Sage Davis. Davis looks for the 3, and the Railers stand him up. He was tackled by committee.
It looked like Andrew Schmidt was one of the first one in there. Austin Sparrow again getting up, and we're going to say that looks like Justin Wynn coming in out of the corner, out of the backfield to play a role in that. But yeah, this young man who's been running for Sage Davis, running for Mount Zion, he is a very, very powerful runner.
And now it's going to be 3rd and 1 at the 32-yard line. Summers looks to the sideline. He's got the plays. Where's the number 12, the young sophomore? Gives to Davis. Davis this time to the left side, breaks a tackle, and he's got the first down. Gets tripped up, a nice tackle there. Ben's laughing because that guy got his feet taken out from underneath him at the 30.
Matthew Yount hugged him and took him right back down. It's a good tackle. It's a good legal tackle. But he swallowed him up and just fell straight back and brought Sage Davis down right on top of him. I mean, good hustle, right place, right time. It just didn't look too pretty if you're a Lincoln Railer fan.
Sort of body slammed him.
He got body slammed.
1st and 10 at the 30 for the Braves. They lead at 6-0. 8:40 left for the half. And this time Summers going to keep it himself. Now he pitches outside. It's on the ground.
Fumble. The ball's on the ground.
Railsplitters. Come on, Lincoln, pick it up.
3 Railers right there.
Hey, baby.
Oh, and the referee is signaling
Braves.
Mount Zion ball.
Yeah, you got to be kidding.
The referee.
Now they're going to give it to Lincoln.
Now they're going to give it to Lincoln.
Yeah.
Now the guy in the white hat who does not need the LASIK surgery was able to see it correctly and put it over there. So there's a turnover in favor of the Lincoln Railsplitters. And again, Bobby, just like we have seen the first 2 drives for Mount Zion, they got the momentum, they got the talent, they just have been running into problems and they haven't been able to finish. And that's going to be, I would not want to be in that locker room come halftime for the Mount Zion Braves.
They've got to become concrete finishers this time and end the deal here. They got the ball at the 29-yard line. Posgay out of the shotgun on the near side. And he's going to hand off to Schweitzer, and he doesn't have any running room at all. There were Braves all over the place in the backfield.
That was a busted play from the beginning. That was just the frustration of Mount Zion giving the ball up as they were marching towards the end zone. This is a game where both teams have had trouble running the ball, have had trouble finishing plays, I should say. And we're here at 8 minutes to play in the rest of the second quarter. Lincoln's got to find a way to finish a drive as well, Bob.
Railsplitters lost 3 yards on that one, so now they're back at their own 26. 2nd and 13 for the Railsplitters. Posgay out of the gun. He's got Schweitzer back there with him on his right. Brandon Schweitzer. Long count. Posgay's got it, wants to throw.
Step it up.
And Posgay kept it, and now he's down across the 36. I lost him there for a second. He faked me out. Not a first down, but a nice gain. Yeah,
that's a really solid gain. We're going to be, 3rd down and maybe 3 to go. And that was just Drayden looking downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go.
Ball spotted at the 37. First down marker at the 39. Clock still on the move. 7:09 left for the half. Zion leads Lincoln 6-0.
That was a scramble more in reaction to a good pass rush from Mount Zion, but like I said, Drayden Posgay is an athletic young man, and he had the ability to run his way out of trouble there.
Could be a direct snap. It is.
Funk's got the ball, going to run it right to the center, and they're not going to get it.
Got back to the line of scrimmage. That was it. It's going to be short. He might have got a yard out of it. Yeah, they're going to say a yard. So he made a yard to the 38, and the first down's at the 39.
it's going to be a long yard. I don't know if they're going to come and punt this one away because, again, 6 minutes, 20-something seconds left to play. And we are going to sit here and have to make a decision. They're bringing the punt team on. You don't want to give a short field, but you don't also want to give up an opportunity to keep the ball, keep the clock running, keep your offense on the field, more importantly, keep Mount Zion's offense off the field.
On the long snap, the punter's going to be Jaden Graham. Graham's got it. Nice snap. And he gets it away, high end over end, and it takes a big Lincoln bounce, and it's going to roll across the 30-yard line and be down at about the 28-yard line. Nice punt.
Yeah, nice high-hanging punt. You get those, you bunch up a couple of defenders, you never know what's going to happen. Before we see the teams jump back on, got to thank more of our sponsors, Family Custom Cleaners, Tanning, 24-hour laundromat, and U-Haul dealer, everything you could possibly need. They're located at 621 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Watch for dry cleaning and super tanning specials with that laundromat always available. Their phone number is 735-2505. Bright Idea Screen Printing, Embroidery, and unique gifts, Bobby. Your Everything Railers headquarters. Stop by the showroom. They're on the corner of Clinton and Sangamon in Lincoln. Their phone number, if you want to give them a ring, 732-3312.
They're at the old Pelk Bicycle Shop there, as you said, on the corner of Clinton and South Sangamon. Here we go. Out of the gun, it's going to be Summers, the sophomore. Hands off Sage. No, he keeps the ball and throws it away. Nice defense there by the Railsplitters. No flags on the field, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Braves.
You had Marty Moss coming in as a cornerback who was thinking if he was a step faster, he may have had himself a pick six of his own. But Mount Zion has been moving away from that power run that they had that was working for them really well. And, yeah, I got a question. I mean, I'm not on the sideline, Bob, but I got to question that call.
Railsplitters got to lock him up back here. 5:46 left for the half. Mount Zion leads the Railsplitters 6-0. 2nd and 10 at the 28. Here's the handoff, and first down.
Just sort of went with the train. The convoy took him, and number 34 with the carry there. Again, Mount Zion has a decent set of double backs that they can run in a platoon, and when Sage Davis gets a little bit tired, they can throw this guy in, and then no drop off there. But as the clock continues to run, 5 minutes, 35 seconds left to play here at the half, Mount Zion is on the move again, but as we've seen, they've had their problems finishing drives.
That was Jacos May, J-A-C-O-S. Here we go again. He's going to keep it himself. He strings it out along the sideline. He's got run, boom, and he's knocked out of bounds.
We got a flag in the middle, and that's going to be a hold. They're signaling hold, so this is coming back. But there was also a block that I thought was going to be a block in the back. Justin Wynn got not only held up, but I think he got rung from behind. I'm amazed that there weren't two flags on that. There also was a hold a little closer to the line of scrimmage, but we'll take the ones that we can get when they throw the flags for Lincoln.
And Thomas Morris laid the lumber there at the end. He came over and made a nice tackle.
Yeah, this is becoming a physical Railer defense. The problem so far this year has not been how the defense has played. It's been the offense trying to figure out how to finish drives, how to make sure that they're getting their right assignments. This Railer defense plays with an attitude. They just need to not be on the field all game.
Ball spotted at the Mount Zion 41-yard line. 5:19 left for the half. The Braves lead the Railsplitters 6-0. 1st and 10. Summers out of the shotgun. Railers on the blitzkrieg. Summers looking for running room on the left side. They try to string him out, and they do. There's a big tackle over there by one of the Railers.
I'm going to guess just by the way that looks, that's Austin Sparrow coming up, and that's going to be a 2 or 3 yard loss. After the big gain on the quarterback keeper, Bob, the penalty put it back to just 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage, and Austin Sparrow pushed the quarterback back 1 more yard, so now it's going to be a 2nd and 12, 2nd and maybe a short 13, but that was a heck of a hustle by a Railsplitter defender.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Clock still on the move. 4:43 left in the half. Braves 6, Railsplitters 0. Oughton out of the shotgun. He's got Sage Davis behind him. Now he's going to throw it up ahead, complete on the sideline, and the Railsplitters stop it at the 45. 5-yard pickup there on the pass.
Looked like Marty Moss again delivering a hit. One of these receivers catches it, stops, tries to make the defender miss, and Moss just came right across, hit him about mid-chest, and put him right down. Good pickup, 6 yards, but they're still now third down, and we'll give them 6 more to go before they can get the first down.
Up on that front line for the Railsplitters are Gazzardo, Benninger, and Schumard. The linebackers are Yount, Sparrow, Morris, and Schmidt. And the safeties are Moss, Schweitzer, Wen, and Funk.
Lincoln showing blitz here.
There's the pass. Pop. He caught it, but he's wrapped up immediately.
Noah Funk right there. Noah Funk right there as the receiver goes up, gets his hand on it. Funk grabs him by the belt and puts him down on the ground. I've seen that on Saturday WWE since I was a little kid. Fourth down, looks like the punt team coming on for Mount Zion while they make the transition. Hey, don't forget about our friends over at Gary's Drywall Finishing, Painting, and Power Washing. Central Illinois' choice for over 15 years. Choose what the pros use. Their number, 275-9189.
Braden Higley. Braden Higley going to punt it away for Mount Zion. And back for the Railsplitters, it's Brandon Schweitzer.
Low snap.
Punts it away, and Schweitzer just going to let it bounce. No, he catches it. Now he faked him out. He's going to run with it, but they weren't faked out. Take him down at about the 7-yard line. Schweitzer acted like he was going to let it go, and then he grabbed it and took off, but they weren't fooled at all.
Bobby, if I'm going to be an armchair football coach, kids, when you're watching this one on WLCN online, that's an example of what you don't want to do. Don't think it only hurts the ball club. Do the job in front of you. Let that ball bounce. Don't take a chance of fumbling it on the shadow of the goal line with 3 minutes to go. Lincoln has a long way to go, but as long as they hold on to the ball, they may get out of here just down 6-0 here in the first half.
First and 10 for the Railsplitters. 3:02 left for the half. Mount Zion 6, Lincoln 0. Lincoln in the huddle. Now they break it. Up there on that front line at center is Cade Schmidt. He's the man that snaps it into the shotgun to Drayden Posgay.
Lincoln needs to burn clock as much as they need to do anything here on this drive, Bob.
Posgay going to hand off, and that's what they're doing. They're just going to run it. Don't try anything fancy, and I don't even think they made it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 there on that play.
I don't think Mount Zion has called any of their timeouts yet, so they will have them all. They can choose to stop this clock whenever they want. And it is going to be a very, very interesting chess match here in the last 2.5 minutes of the first half to see if Mount Zion wants to try and force Lincoln to punt the ball out of their own end zone.
Second down for the Railsplitters. Actually, it looks like they gave us a yard on that play. Clock on the move, 2:28 left for the half. Mount Zion Braves 6, Lincoln Railsplitters 0. 2 field goals by the Braves for the scoring. Posgay out of the shotgun, second down. He's got it. Now he wants to throw. Goes along the sideline, and the hands and out, incomplete. Intended receiver
was Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovic.
Alec Bogdanovic, their tight end who they like to throw to. It's Posgay's second favorite target, the first being Noah Funk down the side. But that's a play that hurts because not only do we not get positive yardage, Bob, we stop the clock on ourselves. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in this first half.
And 3rd and 10 for the Railsplitters. They say at the 8-yard line. Railsplitters got to pick up a first down here if they want to keep things going, or else they're going to have to punt it away. Posgay going to operate out of the shotgun, talks to his running back. And now they're ready to go. It'll be Schmidt on the snap. And it's a direct snap. It's one of the running
Noah
backs.
Funk. He's got it.
He's got the first down. He's out to the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly how that's supposed to work. That's exactly how that play is supposed to work. You fake the jet sweep going back to the old Coach Mack days, and then Noah Funk keeps it and runs it right up the middle. And that's the kind of momentum. That's the play that Lincoln was looking for, because even if it does not translate into points, it most certainly will make it tougher for Mount Zion to put another set of points on the board this first half.
Big play there with 1:55 left. And they're going to still going to keep it. Is that Schweitzer or Funk with the football?
That's Funk with the football, and there was a huge block in the back. It looked like Jake Benninger came flying up out of the tackle spot to erase a Mount Zion defender who had Noah Funk by the shirt tails. And we got away with one there, Bob. We got away with one. We're just gonna say shh, and we're gonna move on.
He got 5 yards out of that. I remember, I think a Fort Lauderdale detective had me by the shirt tails, and I got away once. 1:19 left in the first quarter. I want to say hi to our fans listening online down in southern Illinois in Benton, down along Rend Lake and Cesar. out of the shotgun. Posgay, 2nd and 5 on the run. A little running room there, close to another first down, Ben.
Tyler Vance getting another carry. And this is the Railer identity. And we've been able to do this now 2 weeks in a row. We've been able to get 3, 4, 5 yards at a pop between the 20 and the 20. But you cross over that 20 into the red zone and something happens. There's a gear that just something happens to Lincoln. As they take the time out to talk over a little bit of strategery, let's go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors who make all this fun happen for you every single Friday night on the radio. Tartar Brothers Mechanical, for nearly 40 years, Tartar's has been saving people money on their home needs. Call Tartar Brothers at 735-4117. Beck's Travel Plaza on Lincoln's west side. Open 24/7, 365. They've got the video gaming and easy in and out diesel fuel. Mike Moskey, Auctioneer Service and Real Estate. He's been serving Logan County and Central Illinois for years. It's 217-519-3959. If you want to see the upcoming auctions or the real estate, go find him at MoskeyAuction.com. Lincoln's Culver's, located over there on the west side as well. They're open 7 days a week, starting at 10 o'clock or 10:30 each morning. They got all the delicious food. Don't forget about the butter burgers or my favorite, Bob, the cheese curds. They've also got the concrete mixer. If you need to call them for some reason, their phone number is 732-7300. And my man D. Fade, he takes care of me. Actually, Wes is the one who cuts my hair, Bobby. But D. Fade's Barbershop, downtown Lincoln, the corner of Broadway and Kickapoo.
Ben, I think you need to head over to Arthur. They have the Cheese Festival going on over there.
They fry it up. I'll be there.
Okay, Lincoln, they're going to direct snap, I believe, again here. No, they keep it. Quarterback sneak. They go for the first down on the quarterback sneak. That's Posgay.
He's got it.
Man, what a series of plays here to end the half. Lincoln burning the clock, picking up the first down. It's the third first down they've picked up.
We were sitting here talking not too long ago, maybe a minute and 10 seconds ago, about the fear that Lincoln was going to have to punt out of the back of their own end zone. And now here we're playing the game of timeout, go over, huddle up, and it looks like Lincoln is going to get out of here. And the most amazing headline of this first half, Bob, is that Lincoln is going to get out down just 6 points.
I want to thank all our listeners out there and, of course, our sponsors. And we want to thank General Manager Jim Ash and Jeff Number 2. They're the guys that go out and do the work and get the sponsors for us.
All we have to do is read them off a piece of paper, and that's the skill that I have. The Lincoln Grand 8 Theater in historic downtown Lincoln. Enjoy a movie after the game. They've got great prices, low concession stand prices, too. If you need them online, it's LincolnGrand8.com. Four Corners Lube, there at the intersection of Lincoln Parkway and Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Home of the full-service in and out oil change, and check out the full line of Kubota and Grasshopper Lawn and Garden Series products that they have there. Want to give them a call? 735-2761.
And we want to thank Coach Ken Schweitzer and Benjamin Yount because they know how to hook up the equipment, and Paula Kodat, who has to put up with us back at the station.
Got to thank Paula for making us look good. We're just sitting here in the air conditioning. She's got to do all the actual work. So, Paula, again, thank you so very much for spending your Friday nights with us.
She's trying to keep cats off the control board. She had some weirdo knock on the door last year. She had to chase him off. I think she said, Frank, get the shotgun, and he left. Posgay out of the shotgun, 1st and 10 at the 31, 39 seconds left in the first half. Mount Zion leads the Railsplitters 6-0 on 2 field goals. Posgay on the long count from Cade Schmidt, the center for the Railsplitters. Here's the snap. Posgay's going to throw. He's got plenty of time, and now he's going to run along the sideline, and he takes it out of bounds and stops the clock. Picked up about 4 or 5 yards.
I'd say maybe a little bit closer to 6 on that. It looks, or no, they're going to put him out really early. But again, that's a heady play by the junior quarterback. Drayden is thrust into this starting role last year when the senior quarterback left the team. And Posgay, the biggest difference this year over last, Bob, and I'm sure you see it from up here in the booth, he's making better decisions. Physically was always a capable athlete, but this year making better decisions there. He did not try to force it downfield. He said, all right, I'll take the 3 yards that they give us and, not borrow trouble here in the closing seconds of the first half.
Posgay out of the gun, 2nd and 7 at the 34. He's got the snap. Waits, got time to throw. He's got a completion and another first down. Up to the 50-yard line goes Lincoln. with 25 seconds left on the clock.
The big tight end, Alex Bogdanich, and they love throwing to him, and he was a big target. Just had to wait, and he found his way in. Mount Zion dropped 2 safeties all the way back. They didn't want to let anybody behind him. The problem when you try not to let somebody behind you, Bob, is that you let people get in front of you.
Isn't it crazy? A game we trail 6-0, and we seem to have the momentum. Posgay out of the gun. And he's got steps up in the pocket, and he breaks the tackle. Now he's got to throw it out in the flat. Is that complete?
Oh, that's complete. Are they gonna? I think they're gonna say that Bogdanich bobbled it or dropped it on. But that was, Bob. That's the kind of play. I'm too fat for that all season. That sort of chuck up a lazy Hail Mary. There could have been 4 people make a play on that ball. Only one of them was in a white jersey.
Yeah.
But yeah, he escaped a sack. Bought himself some time, and I think if that's a little sharper of a throw, no disrespect to the throw, it's a tough throw to make, but I mean, we're a tiny bit of luck away from saying Lincoln Railer ball first down on the 40, looking to maybe score. 8 seconds left to go here. Second down, I imagine a run?
We'll see. 50 yards with Posgay's arm, you never know. Schmidt's going to snap it, trying to pull him offside. It is a handoff up the middle. I believe that's Tyler Vanson. He's got a heck of a run down across the 40, down to about 37-yard line. They stopped the clock with 2 seconds on the clock.
2 seconds left.
Lincoln took a timeout.
This is the thing that Lincoln is doing this last drive of this first half. They're just playing smarter. Talk about outkicking the coverage. They're just doing it well. Got to thank our friends over at Area Disposal. They've been providing environmental stewardship in the communities that we serve. A proud sponsor of Lincoln Railer football. Go Railsplitters! The Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital Farmers Market located at the Logan County Fairgrounds. They are open every Saturday beginning at 8 o'clock through the end of September. We're getting through the Transmorpher series here in the press room as everybody moves around and the ceiling's opening up. Hey, remember after the game tonight, stay tuned as we throw things back to Jeff Numero Dos, the best classic rock around. He'll be with you till midnight, but the party continues till 4 a.m. Then it's the best country known to man, because you've tuned in to WLCN 96.3, country by day, classic rock by night, the best of both worlds.
2 seconds left on the clock. Ball spotted at the Mount Zion 37-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Railsplitters. They're going to have 1 Hail Mary for the end zone.
I like the idea of just chucking it up and seeing what happens, Bob, but we already threw 1 pick six that was mercifully called back. I don't know that I necessarily want to take that risk, particularly going in to halftime, going to get the ball. I don't know that they're going to take the risk. They're going to take the risk.
Posgay rolls to his left. He's going to throw it up ahead to Prater. Prater, number 17's got the football, dances, and is taken down, and that's going to end the half. It was Posgay to Prater. Prater, number 17, tackled at the 20, and that's going to end the first half with the score. Mount Zion Braves 6, Lincoln Railsplitters 0. We'll send it back to Paula.